everyone, Chef Shaquay here from the Sylvia Center, a nonprofit that specializes in hands-on food and nutrition education for young people in New York City and Columbia County. So today's video will be part of a series on our YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out, on baby food. Yes, we're making baby food today. We're doing sweet potato and peach and adding just a little bit of cinnamon to explore and expand a baby's palate. This is great for a little infant, about 6 to 8 months. So let's wash our hands and let's get started with the baby food. First, let's go over our ingredients and our equipment needs. It's very simple today. We have our peaches, 2 peaches, and 1 medium sweet potato, and of course our ground cinnamon. And for our equipment, we have our cutting board, our chef knife, a peeler to peel the sweet potato but not to peel the peaches. I'll show you a trick with that. We have a pot, about a medium-sized pot, a bowl, like a ladle, slotted spoon to take out our vegetables later, and we will need a blender. I'm using my NutriBullet, but any blender with a cup, it's perfect. So let's start prepping everything. So before we cut everything and get our meats together, this is gonna go fairly quickly. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my pot. I have about 1.5 quarts of water, and I'm gonna put this on medium-high heat to go to boil. Now we could peel and cut our sweet potato. So I'm just gonna use my peeler to peel the sweet potato, and I'm going to cut it in about inch-sized chunks. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect because we will be boiling this and pureeing this. Our sweet potatoes are peeled and chopped, and now we could process the peaches. So the water that I put on boiling is going to serve 2 purposes. First, we're going to use it to blanch our peaches so we could easily take off the skins, and then we're going to use the same water to cook our sweet potatoes. So for our peaches, like I said, we're going to blanch and then we're going to shock them in ice water. So basically what that means, we're going to put these in boiling water for about 45 seconds and then directly take them out and put them in our bowl of ice water. So the easy thing that I like to do to help me peel it quickly, easier, is just make like a little X cut at the bottom of the peach. And then when you put it in the boiling water, the ends will curl where you made that cut, and it'll be easy to peel off the skin. So I'm gonna just do that to both of them. And then I'm going to get my ice water ready because the water's just about boiling, but we wanna set up our bowl with our water and our ice ready to go. Okay, we got our ice water ready. Now it's time to drop our peaches in the boiling water. All right, so our water's boiling, and now I'm gonna use my slotted spoon to ease my peaches into the water. Now we'll let that boil for about 45 seconds, no longer than a minute, and then we'll take it out and put them directly into our ice bath. Time has come, and now we will put our peaches directly into our ice bath. Now the great thing about this, the peaches come out, and now we add the sweet potatoes in. So from this you could take out some water, but I'm just going to leave the water in there and add the sweet potatoes to cook in the boiling water. As our potatoes are boiling, we're just going to let that boil for about 15 minutes, and we'll check and see if they're tender. But in the meantime, we have our peaches and our ice water, and you can see where we made our X cut. Now we just take the peel and voila, and it comes off so easy. Now this is like a French technique called Mondare, which is basically to blanch, and then it's used together with concassé, which is to peel and to take out the seed, and most notably with potatoes, with tomatoes. We do it with tomatoes, but we did it with a peach. And now look, it's fully peeled and it's fully intact. Just do it with the other one. Look how easy that comes off. It's so easy to peel this fruit in this way because, as you can see, it's literally just the skin that is left. We're getting basically no waste of the fruit. And voila, done. Oh wait, got one more piece. Boom. Now we have both of our peaches. So now we're just going to cut them, take out the pit, and get this ready to be pureed later with the sweet potato. Now with our peaches, we're just going to take out the pit. Be careful because at this point they are super slippery, so just watch your hands. I like to just go in the middle, and usually we could split it. Let's see. Yes, there we go. And then we just take out the pit. And what I like to do when I take out the pit, just feel the middle, because sometimes pieces of the pit could get stuck into the peach and then you'll have like a little hard thing that you're chewing on, and you don't want that. And then we're just going to do the same thing with the other. Just go around and around. See if it comes apart. Yes, success. Now I just take out the other part. And once again, you just feel around, make sure there's no residual pit left over. And that's it. Now we're just gonna chop these up and set them aside. Sweet potatoes are almost ready. Peaches are peeled and seeded and chopped. And as you could see, well, as you saw, the method of peeling was super easy. I love this method. You could do this, even just like making smoothies, or if you want to do a peach pie or a peach galette, anything with peaches. And like I said, the same method could be used with tomatoes if you don't want the skin. Very simple. So now I'm just going to check in on our sweet potatoes. I think they're just about done. It's been just about 10 minutes, if that long. I'm using a pie cake tester, but if you have a fork, you can use that too. And it goes straight through, so now we know it's done. So I'm going to use the same slotted spoon. Remember, we're using the same equipment here and the same bowl that I had the peaches in. And just going to take out our sweet potatoes. And we want them right when they're fully cooked, not super mushy, because that means that most of the nutrients will cook into they'll leach out into the water. So we get them at the perfect time. We're going to turn off the heat, and now we're going to let them cool a little bit. So while the sweet potatoes are cooling down a little bit, this is the time I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top of them. And we wait. And also a tip, I didn't dump out the water that the sweet potatoes or the peaches was cooked in, because we may need a little bit of that water help with the blending process. So let's wait about 5 minutes and we'll blend this all together for some baby food. Oh, we have our peaches and our sweet potato with cinnamon in our blender cup, and I reserved some of the liquid that we did both the peaches and the sweet potatoes that we cooked them in. So I'm just gonna pour that in, and now it's time to blend into a nice puree. Okay, here it is. Look at that puree. It's like nice and silky and smooth. Here we go. So now let's try it. Okay, here we go. Let's try the baby food. I think this is probably the first time I've ever tried baby food, but it's mine. It's like really smooth. You can see the texture and it's really pretty with the flecks of like cinnamon. So let's try. It tastes like fresh peaches and sweet potato. I mean, it tastes exactly how I think it would taste, which is great for a little baby who's just trying new foods. And it has like the vitamin A and high fiber that is great for a growing baby. So, you know, you can make this for your infant, and you could use like the concassé method, the Monde concassé method that I showed you with the peaches for other dishes. Thank you so much for joining me today. To see more videos like this, as well as recipes, community resources, and activities, be sure to visit www.sylviacenter.org. Make sure you like and share this video, and continue to keep cooking and stay healthy. See you next time. Bye-bye.